the Sea of Japan. An ecosystem under siege by Nemopilema nomurai, the Nomura Jellyfish. A gelatinous colossus. These giants can grow larger than a human. The industrial countermeasure. Vessels equipped with the jellyfish shredder system to prevent net destruction.
Biomass detection. Utilizing high-frequency sonar to map the density of the gelatinous swarm.
The shredding net. A dual-purpose system designed to capture and simultaneously segment the massive bodies. Mechanical disruption. Breaking down the 200-kilogram mass into manageable segments for hydraulic transport.
Fluid dynamics. The water acts as a carrier, preventing the delicate tissue from disintegrating prematurely.
Primary separation. Eliminating 90% of the surface seawater to concentrate the organic material.
Thermal stabilization. Keeping the product at 4 degrees Celsius to inhibit enzyme activity and tissue decay.
Manual precision. The tentacles contain the highest venom concentration and must be isolated for safety.
Industrial purification. Utilizing centrifugal force to strip microcontaminants from the gelatinous surface.
Chemical monitoring. Tracking the acidity to ensure optimal reaction with the curing agents.
The curing stage. Alum is the critical agent that firms the jelly, transforming it from liquid-like to rubbery. Continuous agitation. Ensuring the salt and alum penetrate the thick cellular structure of the nomura.
Pressure extraction. Forcing out the bitter water, a byproduct of the alum salt-venom reaction.
Waste management. Neutralizing the jellyfish toxins before returning treated water to the ecosystem. The result: a high-protein, zero-fat industrial food resource, ready for final refinement. Digital inspection. Scanning 100% of the surface area to ensure medical-grade purity. Scaling the harvest. A single operation can process 50 tons of raw biomass in 12 hours. Final geometry. Creating the signature texture highly prized in East Asian haute cuisine. Cryogenic preservation. Locking in the crisp texture that defines the quality of the colossus.
Global logistics. Exporting the gelatinous gold to markets in Japan, Korea, and China.
Harvest motion. Dominating the biological frontiers of the deep sea.
Bioprospecting.
The venom of the nomura is a potential source of anticoagulant compounds.
Resilience. Operating in the heart of the swarm, where others fear to navigate. The microweapon. Understanding the biology to master the harvest.
Environmental impact. The harvest serves as a vital ecological balance to prevent overpopulation.
The catalyst. Salt is the foundation of the 1,000-year-old preservation tradition. Precision chemistry. Even a 1% deviation in alum concentration can ruin the texture. Harvest motion, where science meets the sea.
Nutrient cycling. Supporting the marine food chain with pre-processed organic matter.
Peak load. Pushing the one-flow system to its mechanical limits.
Moisture calibration. Achieving the perfect crunch through controlled dehydration.
Structural audit. The snap test determines the premium grade of the batch.
Massive logistics. A single trip requires 20 tons of salt to process the Colossus. The ghost hunt. Finding the Colossus in the unseen layers of the ocean.
The Mao, the primary interface between the machine and the biomass.
Safety protocol. Eliminating the threat at the molecular level.
Slime management. The byproduct of the harvest is a slippery, dangerous hazard. Harvest motion. Accelerating the flow of the ocean's resources.
Terrestrial refinement. The 3-week process of multi-stage curing begins on land.
Mass tracking. Accounting for every ton of the Colossus. Quality assurance. The world's highest standard for processed cnidarians. The scale of the challenge. A battle that is fought every season.
The final pulse. Transitioning from life to an industrial asset.
Tactical harvesting. Coordinating multiple beasts for maximum yield.
Articulated extraction. Reaching into the depths to claim the Colossus.
The lifeblood of the process. A toxic brine that creates a culinary treasure.
Field repair. Keeping the one flow moving in the harshest conditions.
Harvest motion. Always watching. Always harvesting.
24-hour war. The Pelagia noctiluca jellyfish never sleep, and neither does the machine.
Rare prize. Engaging the largest biological structures in the Sea of Japan.
The culinary endpoint. The Colossus, refined for the palate.
Into the market. The flow continues on land. Mechanical intelligence. Automated sorting based on density and thickness.
Ecological containment. Protecting the surrounding waters from harvest debris.
Osmotic control. Forcing the salt into the cellular matrix.
Heavy-duty operations, lifting the weight of the ocean.
Harvest motion. Built to endure the corrosive power of salt and venom.
The thermal cycle. Heat and water working in harmony.
Optimal throughput. Achieving the impossible in biological processing.
Frozen precision. Preserving the crunch for months.
Post-harvest sanitation. Removing the salt before the steel can rust.
The path of the harvester. Carving a future out of the Colossus.
Electronic barriers. Using pulses to keep the swarm at a safe distance from the propellers. The solution. The chemical key to the harvest.
The collagen mine. Nomura jellyfish are a primary source of marine-based beauty products.
Harvest motion. Seeing the world differently.
The silent forest. A landscape of cured protein.
Precision cutting. Creating uniformity from the chaotic form of the jelly. Airtight security.
preventing oxidation and maintaining the crisp texture.
Separation of value, turning a nuisance into a multi-million-dollar commodity.
The swarm has been thinned.
The end of the day. The Colossus remains, but the harvest is secure.
Harvest motion. Global. Industrial. Unstoppable. The final texture. Flexible, strong, and ready for consumption. Stowing the beast. The industrial predator goes dormant.
From the Sea of Japan to the world's finest tables.
The transformation is complete.
The last trace of the ocean.
Certified excellence. The art of the machine. Moving toward the next frontier.
A new cycle of the one flow.
Pure. Controlled. Industrial.
Harvest motion. The Gelatinous Colossus.
Peace returns to the sea.
Ready for the next flow.
The perfection of the process.
The Nomura Jellyfish harvest. The Gelatinous Colossus. Only on Harvest Motion.